Hello and welcome to Facebook Live on this Thursday evening. Can't remember what day of the week it was. Nothing new there then. Okay, let me just refresh my computer. Oh, lovely, got some people joining us. Excellent. I hope you can hear me all okay. Be good for some thumbs up or a little hello. Hi Louise. Yay. Okay, I managed to get it on my computer. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Hi Chel, how Christine? Let me just bring this up on here, then I can see the comments a bit better. Oh gosh, they're all coming in now. Hi Lynn. Hi Patsy. Excellent. Hi Wendy. Hi Katie. Oh, brilliant. This is lovely. Thank you so much. Hi Irene. Hope you're well. This is so lovely. Hi Max. Hi Davina. Hi Jill. Loud and clear. That's good to know. Hi Trisha. Hope you're well, lovely. Hi Christine. Hi Joe. Hi Carol. Another Joe. Hi. From the same or similar part of the world as well. Hi Donna. Hi Lane. Hi Maxine. Hi Janine. On the phone, fingers crossed, exactly with that. I can hear the wind out there already. So hi Francis. Hi Glenda. So if anything does happen, you know, we do have to allow for the weather. Hi Gaynor. Gosh, I hope you're going to be all right, lovely, with all that weather. Hi Jean. I hope it's not too bad for you up there, Gaynor. Hi Penny. Hi Jane. Oh, I'm really blown away. This is lovely. Okay, so I am, hi Linda, gonna show you a few of the beautiful samples from the design team, because everyone puts in so much work. Hi Elaine. Your stamp storage was amazing, saw it in the flesh. Oh, that's Donna's stamp storage, isn't it? No Windsors yet, but oh, that flipped up too quickly. I didn't catch that. Never mind, I'll read them all later. For some reason, my feed isn't showing on. Oh well, never mind. Hi Ruth, hope you're well. Hi Shane. Hi Belinda. Sorry, yes. I've forgotten totally what I was saying. Hi Anne. Okay, I was saying about the design team, how amazing they are, and they put so much work into all the sample cards, and it's just such a shame that they get just a quick flash of something on the television. It's like really sad that you don't see them properly. So I always like, when the box arrives back, always like to spend a little bit of time and show you them up close so that you can have a really good look at them. Louise, the stamp storage that we're all talking about is over on Hazel's freelance demonstrator and tutor. I can't remember the title of it. Hazel Eaton, freelance demonstrator and tutor, I think it is. And she's got a video on there about how to create the storage. But yeah, Donna made the most amazing storage for Hazel, so that was lovely. I don't know if I can scroll backwards because somebody else asked a question. Can I still do the online? Yes, absolutely you can. Sure, definitely. It's all on, if I can't pay until Monday. Yes, yeah. You can purchase the workshop even after it's happened. So you can buy it on Monday and do it at your leisure. So yeah, once the workshop's happened, you can carry on. Anyone can buy it. Anyone can buy old ones as well. So yeah, absolutely you can. So I'm going to flip the camera and show you some beautiful samples. Bear with me. Oh, sorry about my fingers. I still haven't flipped the camera, I don't think. That's better. Okay, let's try and get... I want to be close-ish, but obviously when we've got bigger samples, need to get it in the right place. So you can see just about, as if I bring it up a little bit and then I'll bring it in a bit when I come to do the cards. Just aware, let's move it up a little bit. Okay, this is a beautiful wreath that Emma Smith made, and it is absolutely stunning. I love actually how she's made it, because she's actually used foam, which I don't know if I can, yeah, you can see it there. So it's actually a layer of Hazel's pattern paper, because she's used the coloured side, and then she's used the black on the other side, but she's actually used hang on, let me get it into focus. She's actually used like a layer of foam, so it's really got some amazing dimension to it. Oh, I've lost a star. Oh, to get me glue out. Didn't know I was going to make as well tonight. I know I promised I would show somebody or explain how I made one of the cards, but I'm not going to make, I think, where did it come from? Don't know, we'll put it there. I'm not going to make anything tonight because I'm not prepared. That's my excuse. I haven't actually been feeling particularly brilliant all day. I've had a horrible headache. And yeah, so I've had a lazy day today because I wanted to do this tonight, because I wanted to show all the beautiful cards and everything. So I will show how, if I come across the card, I will actually explain it, because it's so simple. But yeah, so this is Emma Smith's beautiful wreath. I just love all the dimension and the frames that she's got, the stamping that she's done on the backgrounds as well. So I hope we're going to see lots of hearts and everything flying around tonight, because it's really nice when the design team gets some love for all their work that they've done. But absolutely beautiful. And if you had a special birthday, this would just be lovely for that. And wouldn't it be great for like even a teenager's birthday? You could put a big number in the middle or something. Fabulous. Love it. So that was Emma's. Put that to one side. I have to show this beautiful book as well. Philippa made this. And, oh, let me get my charger out the way. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. She's used Hazel's paper and cut strips and covered pieces of card, and that was so funny because she actually let us into a little secret that they had to be strips, because that was all she had left of her paper pad, because she'd used it all. So she had a book for her tags. All of them are stamped and die cut. The detail, the amount of work in here is just incredible. Even like just little half pieces of stars. I mean, how beautiful is that? I love how she's gone around it. Black isn't a colour I often blend with, but I should do more of it because it's absolutely beautiful. And I love, again, she's used her mask of a star here, but just added a bit of pattern around the edge as well. And the numbers, I love that stamp. I think that's going to be so useful. But again, just parts of the original stamp set as well from Hazel. Again, another little envelope pocket to put a tag in. Again, she's added some wording, so it's got beautiful sun on it. Just the stars, but she's added the strips of paper, all the little stars. This is what I think is so good about Hazel's set, is that you're getting so many little bits and pieces that make it really easy then to fill in the backgrounds and things like that, and to really create just amazing bits of artwork. I mean, just lovely, just the little elements in the corners. Fabulous. So she's obviously used all the wording, because this bit's for her husband. I love this as well, with the stars on and off the page. How clever's that? And this was a book binding technique that we learned a while back. Again, another little pocket, like little envelope with tag inside. Just so many pages to it. It's beautiful. The amount of work, and you know, it barely got shown on television. I mean, they did show it, but it's just such a quick look at it. I just think it's so lovely to be able to show you properly all the work that she's put into this. And just how lovely does that page look? Even if you didn't want to make a book, why not make a card like that and put this little message in a little pocket like that on the front of your card or inside your card? If you've got a gift voucher to give, what a great way to attach a gift voucher to the inside of your card. Just so many ideas, there really are. All the inspiration that I'm going to share with you tonight is on our Pinterest boards as well. So if you head over to Julie Hickey Designs, no, let me start again. If you head over to pinterest.com/Julie Hickey Designs, you'll find the boards. We've got a board for every single stamp set and die set that we've ever had. So they're all there. So if you're buying old stamps and adding to your collection and you want some inspiration, that's a really good place to look. Oh, right. I've just seen a question from Jill. Sorry, I don't know why my laptop isn't showing me the questions or the live chat. Anyway, I will go back through and answer everything if you don't get an answer come up. But Jill, the workshop is on Sunday, the 20th, this Sunday with Hazel, and then the following Friday, the 25th, with me. So with Hazel, you're doing 2 quite elaborate cards and a bonus card. And then with me, we've got 4 cards, I think it is, because one of them's a 2-for-1. Okay, so that's Philippa's book. Then I'm going to bring in some cards now. So this is Emma Smith's. And this, it's gorgeous. I'm going to bring it up a bit closer. Just love the colouring that she's done on here with pencils. So that's another thing as well, I always forget to use them a little bit, is to add colour. It's just got crayons, like pencils. Just beautiful. I love how she's cut this slit in here as well, so it looks like a buckle. How clever is that? And this is just one of the little stamps. In fact, I should, let's see if I can find them, actually show the bits that this is all relating to. So they've been using the star die set. Now this is You're a Star, so you're getting all the layering dies, you get all the solid stars, you get the stars with stars inside, and you get the 2 that match up with Hazel's stencil as well. And then the stamp set that they've been using is the More for the Boys. And so we've had the number that was featured heavily in Philippa's one. You've got the stars, the numbers fit in, and this border is created with this little stamp here. So it just goes to show how useful these little elements are. Just means you've got so much more versatility with the stamp set. Means you can achieve so much more as well. But I really do like this band across the card there that Emma's created. Okay, so next up is one from Marion. Running out of room already. I haven't really started. I love Marion's cards. They're very clean and simple. She won't mind me saying that at all. Lots of either white space, and in this case there's lots of black space. She's got lovely embossed stars here, so I would think that she's taken a sheet of card, covered it with her embossing weld pad, and then sprinkled it with embossing powder and then die cut them. So you've got these lovely die cut embossed stars, and then she's used the sweet pea alphabet to do the dad. But you can see that they're shiny. But how lovely is that as well? Could put a number on there as well. That could be a card for a child with their name on the card. Beautiful, love it. In fact, it could also, I think, I would have that as a Christmas card too. Not that I'm making Christmas cards at the moment. Just a touch early. Okay, let me come down a little bit now because with I can get in a bit closer. How's that? That's a bit better, isn't it? Got a little bit of shadow though. Okay, I love this one again. Beautiful colours. This is the layering die, and this is all flat. So Philippa has die cut them and then paper pieced them together because she's added the stamping. So she's obviously done the die cutting, or she stamped it and then die cut it, whichever way round, doesn't matter. But then it's all paper pieced in, so this is smooth. So clever. I love that. And I love the background in the different colours. How lovely does that look? Wouldn't it make a lovely paper? Beautiful, really clean and fresh, but I really love that. And then this is the gorgeous card that I love that Kaz did. So it is 2 stars, and she hasn't quite put them through. So to create the card, you don't quite put you put the cutting plate just this side of the star, so you create the cards, which she has then glued together, and then she's decorated the front with complete stars so that you don't lose that bit where you've not put the plates all the way through. Oh my goodness, Irene, are they really? Wow. I mean, what? I'm ashamed now. That's impressive, I have to say. I love here as well where Kaz has used the circles from either the first set or the girls set and put her numbers in them. So clever, love it. And then this one I think is really clever from Philippa, using, I think she's used the stampering to create the pattern around the edge, to put her stars on and put her numbers on, and then to do the pattern around the edge as well. The use of the corners, lovely. And from the original sentiments stamp, that's the ring with the "You Are a Star" on it. Really lovely, I love that one. Another one from Marion. So again, lots of lovely white clean space. She's die cut the star aperture, got craft card behind, and a beautiful embossed star in the middle. And she's also die cut that from foam, so that's raised up as well. So really lovely, love that. And I've got another one from Emma Smith. And I love how Emma has painted a background, whether she's used paints or inks, I don't know, but it is just stunning. And then she's used to cut the black frame star out. So this is just a frame laid on the top with that little bit of random stamping as well. It just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. And then I shared this one, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, from Philippa. I love this card. I think this is so clever. So she's die cut, or she might actually have used the stencil. Not sure. I don't know. Is Philippa watching? If you are, Philippa, did you use a die cut to do this, or did you use the mask out of the stencil set? Again, that's flat, but it's die cut. Oh, because she's die cut it into this layer. Wow, that's beautiful. And I love, again, she's used this stamp to create this beautiful border around the edge. Michelle asked me, like she said, a silly question. I'm going to ask how it's done. A question is never silly. If you're not sure, I love the fact that you feel you can ask, and you always should. And you should never feel silly asking, because it's not always obvious. And you might actually ask a question that somebody else really wants to ask and won't. So I love that you asked. And I said about you could leave the mask on as well and do your colouring so that you don't run the risk of actually going over the edge. So yeah, beautiful card. This one is one of Hazel's. And again, I just love this. Got bits of the birthday stencil in there. I love this with the, well, I think it's Hazel's. I'm sure it is because it's True Blue. There's no name on it. I'm sure it is Hazel's. I love this with all the corners. It's beautiful. And just using parts of the sentiment, but it's the sentiment that you've actually used on your card as well. Again, you've got the frames of the stars layered up just to add that bit of dimension to it. Fabulous. And then this is one of mine. This is using my alcohol inks for a background. And I literally, I mean, it's so simple, a glitter star and a happy birthday. And if I'd have done reds and greens and I'd made it a red or a green or a gold star, it could say Happy Christmas. I'm actually going to do a Facebook Live with some alcohol inks again, because there's so many different things you can do and amazing backgrounds you can create. So I'm going to have a play with those again soon. So I've got lots of lives planned. I do apologise for not doing anything for the last couple of weeks. It's just been a bit crazy with the television and all the different things that are going on, which I'm sure we're all aware of, with the craft store buying Crate and Craft and everything. So obviously we've in the process of negotiating new contracts and stuff like that. So yeah, lots going on. So, but I will be doing some lives. I'll try and get some done next week. I know Hazel shared, I'll show you that one in a second and I'll talk about that then. But yeah, so this one is, again, another one of Hazel's, I believe. Yeah, it must be. It's lovely. Look at that brown card. Isn't it gorgeous? So she just used one ink pad for this, or one tone. I think she's probably used a couple of different actual colours of brown. She'd probably use Ground Espresso, and I can never remember what the other browns are. I'm not very good at them, actually. But she's built up a beautiful background. Again, a bit of the stenciling, some of the dies with frame, some of them with plain centres, but it's beautiful. I love the lines. How clever is that? Like the lines look like the wood. That's so good. Love that. Then this is another one of Emma's. And do you know what I like most of all about showing you all the cards and sharing them all from the design team is how different are they all? Just incredible, the amount of different styles that we're getting. This again, Emma's done with some foam, put foam underneath the star, so it's got lots of dimension. It's just gorgeous. How big the sentiment in the middle looks. It's fabulous, again with a little bit of the glitter card bought in, and then having the little smaller stars in the glitter in the background. Absolutely fabulous. And then one from me, and I'm going to get, I've got a few more to go in this bag. I can pop those back in that bag. So this one is, oh actually this is a little bit on a similar lines. I'll bring my picture in as well actually, because Hazel shared this morning and everybody wants to know how I made the background, and it is actually embossing powder, and it's a similar technique to the one that I did on here, but I did something else to it which made it do what it did. So I've had so many comments about it which I was blown away by, so thank you so much for that. That I will do a Facebook Live about how I created the background, and I'm hoping to do that over the weekend, as it's not going to be very nice. We were meant to be going away, but I'm not getting in an aeroplane at the moment, not with all that wind. Excuse me. So hopefully on Saturday I will show you how I did this, but I will post and let you know when that's going to be. So that's the star one. And then this one is an embossed background, and I've used the background as well behind my happy. So it's the same embossed background that I used to die cut my star, and then I layered a black happy on the top, and I also die cut these little stars as well using the same embossing, and then I put an embossed one over the top. A little bit of embossing actually in the background as well with my stencil. So I used a blending brush and embossed a little bit. So I like how it's like bumpy, it's not smooth. I like that. Then I've got this one from Hazel, and I'm really sorry if I'm not answering your questions, but they're whizzing up. They're on the phone and I can't quite read them and look at the screen. I don't know why my laptop isn't bringing them up. It's really strange. I don't get that. Anyway, never mind. This one, beautiful one from Hazel. I love how she's done the black background, and then she's brought in the gilding wax on top of her stencil, and this one is smooth. So she hasn't embossed this one. She's literally put gilding wax through the stencil and then added some more as well. But she's die cut into it as well, so there's an aperture for her star. And I love how she's done the little ones. Look, how nice are they? Isn't it beautiful? All that shimmer. That actually, gilding wax is a really nice thing to use for a man's card, isn't it? Rather than glitter and stuff. Nice way to add some interest, but it not be too pretty. So this one, I die cut the star as a frame, and then I put the pattern paper in behind and stamped on it. Done my number in a little star, and again used the numbers and different bits and pieces in my background. And I used, a piece of Hazel's all-weathered pattern paper. And again, it's lovely to emboss on. You know, just because it's a pattern paper, don't think that you can't emboss on it, because you can. It's fab. Okay, I wasn't going to show you all these because lots of these are mine. Oh, but there's some more lovely ones as well from Philippa. So right, okay. So I'll put these two together. So this one was a background. I die cut the aperture first of all, and then on my front of my card, I just stamped where you could see it. And then this piece goes on the top, so it's layered on top. A glitter die cut frame, and then some stars. And again, just using the little corners. So good. And I love that happy birthday, but just embossed on a black piece of card. Looks stunning. And then a very Judy card, clean and simple, but with a rainbow as well. Rainbow of stars as well, all using from the die set. And then again, just my sentiment to really make it pop. Then I've got this one, which I think might be, I don't actually know whose this is. It's not stamped. It might be Kaz's, but I'm not sure. Inky background with the sentiment on, and then she's offset a gold star just to the one side of it, but used the happy birthday to create a frame as well, which works really well. Love that. Then we've got this one that I did, and these are the stars were die cut out of this, so it was going to be an aperture. But I layered it on, so it has got the card behind it, but you can still see that they are apertures on there. So that just gives a bit more interest. And I use the little stars just dotted about as well, so a bit of stamping in there. And I love how you can have the frame, just framing that aperture as well. And again, that lovely happy birthday. Then I've got another one from Philippa, which this is onto the pattern paper. And she's stenciled through, and it feels like there might be some paste on there. But I love how she's then stamped the happy birthday stamp, but she's lined it up with the stencil. How clever is Philippa? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That she did all of that as well. But I love that. I think that's really effective. And again, it's on top of it's been attached to the top of her card. And then this one from me with the stripy line, which I love, looks like it's dribbling down the wall. My thank you profile die, and then lots of glittery stars in the same rainbowy colours, trying to pull those out. So where I had the coloured ink, I tried to put the star near there. And then this card, I got asked, this was the card that somebody asked me how I made this. So I used all of the layering stars here. So I actually had a piece of cardstock, wiped it with my embossing ink pad, and then I embossed it with a bit of gold, a bit of platinum. So it's got little sprinkles of powders in different areas. And then I layered them all on as they come, like they are in the pack. And I die cut all the stars, and then I twisted each one that I put on so that the points were in the opposite, were in the down bits of the star before, if that makes sense. So I literally just twisted it. And so my points are twisted, and then the next one is in the original one. And I'm trying to think how I attached. Oh, okay, so the outside star, this big star, isn't actually attached. It's only held on because it's glued together. It's glued on top of the second star, and it's the second star points that actually hold this in place. So hang on, let me open the card up and I can show you. So none of these points are actually glued down. They're just literally being held in place by these points here. So it's a really simple card to do. I think I didn't label it up because I did mean to, and then I thought, do you know what, I'm not going to, because, and it was quite nice. It could be a birthday card, it could be a Christmas card, it could be all sorts of things. So I was actually quite pleased I didn't put a label on it. Okay, so that and the men's set. That's the stars again. Let me just grab the other set of cards. And now I'm going to show you some that feature the girls set, more about the girls, and the ferns. Now, I don't have all the cards here. I have a lot of them. And if I find anything else, I will do another live. But this, I mean, there's so much inspiration here. And the rest of what's in the box is the older collection, like the first collection, which we've already seen. So first up, let's move this out of the way. So this must be Hazel's. Look, these ferns, oh my goodness, she's put Pearly Wink spray on this. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It is so sparkly and shimmery, it's beautiful. And I love how she's just tucked in those little ones as well. And I also love how she's done this with the happy birthday. And it's got a square of card, a square of paper. So she's got one paper with another square of it in the reverse side. So she stamped on one and then layered another piece on. And then these are the die cut ferns with the shadow. But they've also all been sprayed with the Pearly Winks. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to bring you, this one is one of Emma's. Oh, I've got two, hang on, sorry. Two got stuck together. So another, let's move that because the light shines on the packets. Another beautiful card from Emma, all on pearlescent card. I love the little ferns that she's used, so the little die cut pieces that you get as well. So the little dies, but she's done those out of glitter and cream card. It's so gorgeous. It really is. And then the lovely sentiment embossed. Beautiful. Very, very pretty. Then this one is from Kaz. I don't know if she's stamped the back. No, right, okay. So I think the other card was Kaz's. Love how she's created a wreath with her fern and then added some of the background, some of the original stamps as well. And then she's put the happy birthday onto Miri. So it really does draw your eye to the sentiment as well. Really pulls that in. Then this is another one from Philippa. I think this looks magical to me. You should have a little fairy sitting on there or something. But the colours are just stunning. And then it's got the fern. I think what she's done is she's die cut a fern, I think. And I don't know, she's got a lot of detail actually. I know, the fern mask. She's used the fern mask from the stencil. And she's achieved these in the background. And then she's die cut and added the ferns on top. And it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so one from me. And again, the versatility of these sets, I really think it shows in all the cards that the design team have made. This is a card that Paola taught me to make. This, we call them gap cards, because I've cut a panel out of my card and then I've joined it back together using the ferns. So you cover the front of your card in pattern paper, then you cut a section out and you keep the piece that goes down the edge, and then I've layered the ferns on, just gluing them on the ends, and that's what actually holds all the card back together again. And then my piece that I've cut out actually goes inside. So it's a really nice way just to create a really different, I don't think you'll better, I want you to better see it standing up, like to get the effect, but you can see through it. It's lovely. And I love the white embossing on the pattern paper as well. That's Hazel's all weathered paper. Then we have this one, which was, I think this is Kaz. Again, beautiful inky background. I love how dramatic it is with that really lovely pinks, little bit of stamping, but again, how dramatic it looks with those black ferns on there. And I know that Hazel said this as well at the beginning. She was only doing green, and so was I. And it was like, do you know what? The ferns can be any colour you want them to be. And just look at that. As if by magic, we have pink now. And I've sprayed this one with some of the Pearly Winks glitter spray. If you don't own it, oh, I can't recommend it enough. If I ever make anything, let me try and find it, it's hidden. If I ever make anything and I just think, I'm not sure, it needs something, then what it needs is a good blast with this. So the Pearl Mist, and this is the Glitter Pearl. And I've got it in like the mega just look, when you shake that up, just side to side, you don't want too many bubbles really, but look at all the shimmer in there. Oh my God, it is wonderful. So fabulous stuff. Yes, so background, and then I just spritzed the fern. It's not over the whole of the card, just the fern. So to add that bit of sparkle. But again, how lovely does that look with the white embossing on the black? Really does make it pop. Then we've got one from Hazel, which this is her. Oh, this is just gorgeous. And I love how she does these little bits inside. I really have to remember to do this because I think that just finishes it off so well. If you sell your cards, I think you can charge more if you do that. She's embossed. I think, well, she's done glossy accents on here. I think she's clear embossed on her ferns. And they do look absolutely fantastic. And she's embossed her stenciling as well. Now, I know that she used her distressed oxide to do that. So she does the blending with her blending brushes through her stencil, and then she puts clear embossing powder on it. And because the distressed oxides take so long to dry, or take a while to dry, they stay wet long enough for you to be able to put embossing powder on them. So that's a really nice way of getting something that's going to be embossed but in the colour that you've used on your card, so you know if it's going to match in beautifully. And then I've got a couple from Marion, and this one I definitely would use as a Christmas card. She's done the lines from the girls set across oh actually no, I think she's done her credit card technique, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think she swipes her credit card edge in embossing powder and then embossing ink, and then wipes it on her card, and then she's sprinkled embossing powder on. But she's then used the little fern, die cut it in rainbow colours, and sprinkled white, ultra high white over the top. But they just look like snow on the Christmas trees. Beautiful, and really different too. And then she's also created this one, which again, she's used the little fern, but she's created a Christmas tree out of it. How gorgeous is that? And it's got embossing on it as well. It's beautiful. Bring it up close, and how lovely is that? Fabulous. Now that's from Marion. Then we've got a very clean and simple one here from Philippa. And this, for me, like, how amazing is that? Like, you can just create so many different styles of cards. She's used the line stamp, and I think she stamped it in orange and blue, but then she's added, oh, this is the thread one. She's punched holes, or pierced holes in the end, and added coloured thread, embroidery thread, in the opposite colours over the top. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. And this one is from me. So I got a band across the centre here that I've actually partially die cut some fern leaves out of, but you could have done it a much simpler way. It was actually quite fiddly for what I wanted to do, and I should just have die cut a fern and die cut a strip to go over the top and 3D'd it a little bit. But I've used some of the stamps to create my background as well. Then I've got one from Kaz, and you've got the little bit of fern poking out here as well, which I really like. And then obviously the main one, and using the wording that Hazel's included in the stamp sets. Yeah, so we've got "You're such an" and "such a," because you can be such an amazing friend, you can be such a beautiful friend. So we mixed up the wording there for you, but again, using the different bits in the background as well, just really does fill your card in beautifully. Let's mix these up a little bit because they're nearly all, there's lots of one person. Okay, so now I hadn't seen this card. I think the cards might have gone directly to Hazel. I just love what Philippa has done with this line, that line stamp in the background around her fern over the strips of her pattern papers. That I think is so clever. Such good use of it. And just having, I'm really glad that we actually put the shadow, so we've got the outline of the fern as well, because it does mean Philippa's just die cut it into her papers, but she's actually lined it with black inside so that it really does, like that fern then pops off the card. Stunning. And I love her layering as well with the colours. I don't often do that, but I really like that. I just tend to do one layer, but I really like those. That's really lovely. And then we've got one from me. So I stuck with purples and blues and greens. I die cut a black and then a white fern and offset it slightly, just so that you could, it lifted it off of the stamping because it was quite a busy background, and I didn't want to use the shadow. I wanted to do something different, so just by offsetting it a little bit, it does lift it off. And I also cut my circle sentiment in half and put that around my happy birthday. Then I've got this beautiful one from Philippa. Look at the colours is oh no, that is right, sorry. Oh, it's because it's a top folding one, that's why. The colours in these ferns, in actual fact Philippa has done it as well, but I think she's just stamped hers, so that's really clever because you get the fern stamp. She stamped it in black behind and then put a die cut one over the top. That's so clever, I love that. That really lifts it up off the card. And I love how she's done her background as well with the stencil. Very pretty, very pretty. And then this one's mine, where I die cut one of Paola's hearts. Can't remember what set this was in. I think this was just her, the ones that she did with Practical Publishing before her Miss P ones. So just die cut the heart and I filled it with the fern leaves and then a little bit of the wording that you get in here. And then again, just cutting my words out and just doing the double lines around the words just to make those stand out a little bit more as well. Then one from Hazel. This might have been one of her demos. I love how she's used the stencil to cut the happy birthday. Didn't think to do that myself. That was really lovely way to do that. Another good use of the stencil. And because it's in different sizes on the stencil as well, it means that you can do it in different sizes for your cards. She's used the little bits of fern, but she's coloured those heavily with purple. Used the circle and added her number. And I love this at the bottom, just that little bit of stamping. Really lovely. And how she does the second, like the first, second and third generation, so that it helps to make your words pop off your card. Right, what else have I got left? Okay. So this is Kaz again, and this time she's die cut her fern out of Miri, and that is wow, that's fab. That really is lovely on that green background. And she's embossed, so she's got a green inky background, but she's embossed white ferns on her card as well. That's really lovely. Then I'll have one more of mine. So this one with a white fern, little bit of stenciling in the background. I used the hearts from the Sweet Pea alphabet set. And again, just, I love that stamp. I just think it's great for male cards, for female cards. It gets the message across. It's really clear. It's really precise. Okay, then one from Philippa. Got a couple more and then we're done for these, for the new ones. So this one, I love what Philippa's done here. She's stamped all the lovely words in the background and then she's die cut the fern, but just using she's cut one out, but just like left it off. It's actually indented, if that makes sense. I think that's the right word. But that just looks, it's beautiful. It almost looks like she's got a page of text behind it. And again, how good is this? Because you get girl and friend, you can put them together. And we've got boy in the other set, so you could put that together to create boyfriend as well if you wanted to. Then we've got this one from me, and this probably is one of my favourite cards that I made. Again, Pearly Wink sprays, little bit of white embossing on it, layered on. Oh, I die cut it with my rectangle and added a skinny frame. Added some black ferns. Again, used my Happy Birthday, but I cut it in half, which you can do easily. If it's too long as it is, it works really well to cut it quite simply. Layered up onto some black, and then I've added some black glosses as well. That's my favourite card. And then I love this one as well that Hazel made, just making it all spring back in because it's been laid flat in the box. So this is like a box frame that she made, and she's got that lovely fern inside, the lovely stenciling in the background, and she's used pinks and oranges. The Happy Birthday from the sentiment stamp, got some stamping around, got the little fern. So just showing how both of the sets, you know, the old collection and the new collection, works so well hand in hand together. Just stunning. Okay, I think, let me flip the camera if I can. Bear with me. So I think that's all I have to show you. Looking forward to Sunday. That's good, Sandy. Excellent. Let me just see if there's, I don't know if I'll be able to bring them up. No, I'm not going to risk it. I will go back and read all the comments. If anybody does want to book onto the workshop, there's still time. You can book. If you can't, you're not available on Sunday or next Friday, it doesn't matter. You can watch the video whenever you want to, once they've happened live. You can go back into it as many times as you like. So just make a note of the name of the workshop. But you need to head over to Dragon's Papercraft because they've got the link on there so that you can book it direct from there. And on Sunday, it's with Hazel starting at 10 o'clock. Probably go on till around lunchtime. And then on Friday, next Friday, the 25th, with myself. And again, starting at 10, and we're going to make the 4 cards. And Hazel's got 2 main in-depth cards and then a bonus card as well. So thank you so much for joining me. They are all beautiful cards. I have to thank the design team. So there's Kaz and there's Emma, there's obviously Hazel, there's Marion, there's Philippa, and that was it. Didn't have Sue this time. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So yeah, can't do it without them. The cards are absolutely beautiful. And like I say, don't forget that you can go over to Pinterest as well if you want to have a look at any of the cards. They're all on our Pinterest board. So it's pinterest.com/Julie Hickey Designs. And if you want to book the workshop, then head over to Dragon's Papercraft. And look forward to watching on Sunday and also to seeing you all next Friday. So thanks for joining me and have a lovely rest of the weekend. Oh, lovely evening even, it's only Thursday. Wishing my life away. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.